As Dr. Frank R. Wallace stated in his book, The Neotech Discovery, the human mind never has to stop growing. In fact, human life itself may never need to age. No scientific evidence dictates that a person has to age and die. Indeed, a person may be able to live indefinitely under fully integrated, fully rational, physical, psychological, intellectual, and emotional conditions. Realize that human aging is a process of deterioration. Growth is the opposite of deterioration. Only when growth stops can aging begin. The human mind is an organism that does not age if exercised and kept disease-free. Since the focused, effort-exerting human mind can grow open-endedly forever into the future, it truly has no limits. But growth of the mind is not automatic. Instead, growth requires conscious effort. When a person defaults on that effort, his or her mind stops growing. When intellectual growth stops, the capacity for happiness and pleasure begins shrinking and the individual begins dying. But the natural physical and mental techniques revealed throughout this course can reverse that dying process by allowing life, health, and happiness to grow with age and experience. Age is not a factor in achieving an optimal existence. Moreover, an optimal existence as a thinking, reasoning, conceptual being can continually increase with age as one widens his or her values, knowledge, experience. In such an open-ended mode, a person's psychological growth can far outweigh the so-called physical effects of aging. Emotional and physical pleasures, as well as prosperity and happiness, can increase indefinitely for any honest, productive individual applying open-ended, knowledge-seeking, value-creating, health-promoting concepts. For most people, both sexual and non-sexual pleasures unnecessarily diminish with age. Traditional psychological outlooks about aging can unnecessarily and tragically cause increasing despair and sourness with age as one increasingly surrenders to negative, waiting for death attitudes. Never surrender to the myth that older people should sacrifice themselves, their careers, their lives to make room for youth. With that surrender, a person's happiness and life potential fades. As people grow older, their views of life often unnecessarily grow increasingly negative. Upon aging, such people gradually lose the capacity to experience the joy inherent in life. Accepting increasingly obsolete traditional psychological and philosophical outlooks on aging can cause one to unnecessarily accept that aging is a liability. In that conventional negative outlook, it is better to be young than old. But in the coming open-ended, life-oriented world, increasing age becomes an increasing asset of growth, knowledge, experience, especially as rapidly advancing biomedicine results in ever-increasing youth and life extension. Despite what many today erroneously think, no open-ended, productive, knowledge-accumulating, creative person has to decline in physical, mental, or sexual activity with age. All such productive people can experience a paradigm shift into increasing happiness and quality of life with age.